Germany. Afghan Muslim migrant stabs 3 people at Jehovah's Witnesses stand in train station. Afghan knifeman attacks multiple people at Jehovah's Witness stand in German train station before being overpowered by hero civilians. From the Daily Mail, February 23, 2026. An Afghan knifeman has attacked multiple people at a Jehovah's Witness stand in a German train station. The 35-year-old attacker was then overpowered by heroic civilians at Würzburg Central Station who rushed to the victim's aid. Police are treating it as an attempted homicide and have arrested a suspect in connection with the attack who is now in custody. Bavarian Police reports say the suspect was in the entrance hall of the Würzburg Central Station at around 7:50 a.m. Würzburg is located in central Germany, east of Frankfurt in the Bavaria region. He approached the Jehovah's Witness stand and then stabbed at a 68-year-old man and physically attacked a 55-year-old and a 51-year-old, police said. 3 of those attacked by the suspect sustained minor injuries, police confirmed. They did not suffer any cuts or stab wounds and are currently receiving medical attention by emergency services. They are also investigating the man's exclamations and gestures he made during the attack. Local police service Police Unterfranken reported that, following the arrest, there is currently no danger to the public. They are also investigating the man's exclamations and gestures he made during the attack. What might those exclamations have been? It's a mystery. Why don't German authorities say what they were? Another mystery. Police Unterfranken said, there is currently no danger to the public. Of course there is. There is a danger from all the other jihad-minded Muslim migrants whom leftist German authorities have brought into the country. You'd almost get the idea that they're sinister Marxist internationalists who want to collapse the existing system and are waging proxy war against the German people by means of the Muslim migrants. Inconceivable, we are sure.
But let's talk specifically about Islam. And as you know, they're now approaching Ramadan. True or not?
Okay, yes.
So we're now approaching that period of Ramadan, yeah. But in the Christian faith, you will also be approaching a very important part, and it's called Easter. What is that like for you as a Christian to be preparing for such an important time? Because, you know, I don't really want you all the time to be cussing a Christian, cussing a Muslim.
Okay.
But I want you to focus on, go on.
My brother, Street Mike, he asked me a very brilliant question. Today I want to answer that. You know, Ramadan is coming as 40-day fast. But have you understood? Fasting is what? In the Bible, fasting is really, you don't eat, you don't drink for 40 days. And real fasting is helping the poor, feeding the hungry, clothing the naked. And you have to go to the fatherless, you have to go to the widows and help them. That is called true fasting in Bible, according to Christianity. And Jesus, when he fasted 40 days, 40 nights, he did not eat, he did not drink. But according to Muslims, the Ramadan is 40-day fasting. You know what they do? Around 3 o'clock they will get up in the night, they will hog like a pig, they hog like a pig, and you know, from 3 to 5 they'll hog like a pig, and in the after 5 they will sleep or they will go for work. What is that type of fasting? Your food is inside your stomach, and few hours you are going to be hungry, and you say, oh, I'm doing for Allah. My dear, you hogged dates, you hogged sweets, you hogged biryani in the night between 3 and 5. You ate so much, like a luxury food, between 3 and 5 they get up and they eat. They eat lot of food in the night. And then they say, we are fasting for 40 days and 40 nights. My dear friends, it says in the Bible, these are all show off, and they are doing exactly how devil wants them to do. Shaitan wants them to do that type of fasting. Dear friend, real fasting is 40 days, no eating, no drinking. Jesus did not eat, Jesus did not drink, and he was fasting. But this Ramadan fasting is between 3 to 5 in the morning. You can hog like a pig, like a halal pig. You can hog dates, sweets, biryani, fruits. They can hog and fill your stomach, and isn't it right? It's right. And they will eat like a halal pig in the night between 3 and 5, and that is called Ramadan fasting. These are all show-off and devilish, demonic ideas. So my dear friends, I'm telling you, if you really believe in that one true loving God, your fasting is from your heart. You believe that God, real fasting in the Bible is helping the poor, eating, feeding the hungry, going to the widow, going to the fatherless. That is called fasting. Amen.
Every year, Muslims celebrate the world's largest and most popular feast, the Feast of Ramadan. Food sales in Muslim countries skyrocket during Ramadan because Muslims gorge themselves with food twice per day. Ironically, Muslims call the world's largest and most popular feast the Fast of Ramadan. They think that binge eating piles of food is fasting. Apparently, during Islam's holiest month, words mean the exact opposite of what they normally mean. And if words mean the exact opposite of what they normally mean during the Fast of Ramadan, what should we expect from the religion of peace? We should expect a big pile of dead bodies. And that's exactly what we get every single year. Glenn, over at thereligionofpeace.com, keeps a running tally of Islamic terrorist attacks, and during Ramadan, he also tracks terrorist attacks carried out in the name of other religions and terrorist attacks carried out by right-wing extremists and anti-Muslim extremists. Keep in mind, for the past 2 decades, whenever we bring up Islamic terrorist attacks, we always get reminded that all religions have their extremists and that the real threat is from right-wing and anti-Muslim extremists. If that retort is correct, then the data will obviously confirm it. When we compare the number and severity of Islamic terrorist attacks with terrorist attacks carried out in the name of other religions and ideologies, we should see some striking similarities. We should see adherents of other religions launching proportional numbers of attacks. And if right-wing and anti-Muslim extremists are the real threat, we should see even deadlier results from them. So, what do the numbers show? Drum roll.
Tell me my religion was wrong. They tried to tell me to follow Islam. They said their prophet was a righteous dude, but I found out none of their words were true. I read the Quran and I read the Hadith, and the sickness of Muhammad was apparent to me. He justified perversion in the name of Allah when he married a girl too young for a boy. She was playing with dolls when the prophet came. Her childhood was stolen in Allah's name. Aisha was 9 when he took her to bed. Don't tell me that fool's not sick in the head. Ain't gonna follow no child molester, sex offender, prophet pretender. Ain't gonna follow no child molester.
Islam's not for me. Islam's not for me.
The sickness of the Islamic mind
has caused some mullahs to be blind.
To justify their prophet, they will justify sin, so the sins of the prophet are repeated again.
All over the world in Islamic states, 9-year-old girls suffer cruel fate.
Sold into marriage to twisted men, and Aisha's sad story is repeated again. Ain't gonna follow no child molester, sex offender, prophet pretender. Ain't gonna follow no child molester.
Islam's not for me. Islam's not for me. Do you care about women all over the world?
Do you care about those little girl.
Then stand up and fight for human rights. Speak out against the laws of Islam.
Ain't gonna follow no child molester, sex offender, prophet pretender. Ain't gonna follow no child molester.
Islam's not for me. Islam's not for me.
Islam